desert journey. As the sun dipped lower, painting the sky amber and rose, the bus moved steadily over the desert highway. Inside, the passenger swayed with its motion, enveloped in old leather and dust, mingling with anticipation. Among them, Sarah sat quietly, clutching a thermos filled with her grandmother's spice tea. A comforting essence of warmth and nostalgia, the crisp air whispered of winter, promising spring's gentle embrace. Sarah gazed out the window, her thoughts tangled with uncertainty. Her meditation was interrupted by an older man beside her, his kind eyes framed by silver hair radiated warmth. May I? He gestured to the thermos with a nod. Grateful Sarah poured a cup, the sweet scent rising like a prayer. The man offered a verse, be a window for the light, resonating in the dim bus, inviting her to embrace the divine. As night cloaked the journeying bus, rain began tapping the windows, its rhythm matching Sarah's anxious heart. The rain whispered renew. She closed her eyes, retreating within, seeking her soul's voice. Lord of mercy, she whispered, I am lost and burdened. Show me the way. Her prayer floated upwards, mingling with the steam. Silence followed, alive and listening. A peace seeped into her heart, dispelling shadows beside her. The stranger murmured amen, joining her plea, strengthening her resolve, surrendering to the light. The bus journeyed through the rain-soaked night, feeling the shift within. Sarah opened her eyes to find the man watching with understanding. Sometimes, he said softly, we forget to let the light through. His words soothed her, and she realized she needed to release her fears. It was time to open a window to let divine light through her soul. A gentle resolve took root, courage for transformation dawned. The road stretched ahead, paved with promises. As dawn unfurled, Sarah bowed her head, a transformation blooming in her heart. Holy One, she breathed, give me the courage to be a window for your light. Confession in a dart as Sarah turned to the stranger, her voice clear. She shared her story, offering her vulnerability, her mistakes and unconfessed truths. The man listened deeply, offering no judgment, only understanding that felt the strength flow within, unshackling her spirit. She resolved to face those she needed with honesty. When she reached her destination, the stranger squeezed her hand, warmth passing as a silent blessing of hope. The bus pulled into the station as the sun rose, casting a hopeful glow. Sarah stepped into the morning air, aware of the transformation within, as though she had become a window for light, a vessel of grace and truth. Dispelling the darkness within, grant me the courage to speak truth and the grace to offer love. In your presence I find peace and strength. Amen. Light by the river. Cacti, strum of silence. The evening air is crisp, gently prickling my skin with its coolness as I station myself by the river. My usual haunt. The sound of flowing water underscores the rhythm of city life, soft yet persistent. The river seems timeless, as if its eternal flow is whispering secrets from ages past. I strum my guitar, each note weaving into the twilight, creating a tapestry of sound that wraps around me like a comforting old coat. My fingers are worn and familiar with the strings. Each chord is like an old friend. But then, a sharp twang disrupts the harmony. A string snaps, echoing my own uncertainty. The snapping reverberates in the silent pockets of air. My stomach knots in response, as if sharing in the string's sudden break. For a moment, I stare at the broken strand, its loose end quivering in the breeze. Like my frayed spirit, I can feel the weight of the moment pressing down on me. The world blurring around the edges as disappointment tightens its grip. The people walking past, the steady rhythm of their steps, the soft murmurs of their conversations. Everything fades into the background. I bow my head, closing my eyes, not caring for the curious glances of passers-by. Lord of mercy, I whisper between breaths, my voice barely audible over the gentle rush of the river. I am lost if music is my path. Why does it feel so fragile? Guide me. For I am but a weary traveler in need of light. My prayer hangs in the air, unanswered, yet I wait in hope that somewhere he listens. A humming stranger, a pause in my lament allows other sounds to seep through. Footsteps, laughter, conversations, a tapestry of life that reminds me I'm part of something larger. Yet amidst this symphony, I catch a single soft hum. It stands out, a gentle melody that seems to dance with the floating notes of my broken performance. I open my eyes to find a passerby, a woman whose hum carries an odd familiarity. As if it's a part of the river's song, her eyes are calm, exuding a serenity that I find both inviting and inspiring. I watch her, captivated by the simplicity of her joy. The world seems to pause around us as if time itself is holding its breath. Our eyes meet briefly and she offers a comforting smile before continuing on her way, her melody lingering in the air like the scent of blooming wildflowers. It's a momentary connection yet profound, as if God had whispered through her tune, reaching into my soul and tugging at the strings of my heart, prompting a stir deep within me. Inspired by the serendipity of the encounter, I gather courage to offer another prayer, one of surrender and hope, feeling a new warmth swell within me. Holy One, I speak softly into the evening glow that seems to shimmer with a new light. I lay down my pride and doubt. Let your will tune my heart, guide my hands to bring light into every room I enter, even if just for a moment. The prayer feels like a release, a letting go of the burdens I've carried for too long. A gentle breeze sweeps over me, and within it, a subtle nudge I feel, a divine assurance that I am not alone in my journey. The realization unfolds like the river's current, persistent, sure, and deceptively simple in its truth. With renewed determination, I wrap the broken string around a small pebble, a symbolic act of persistence and craft. Letting this new understanding guide my path, the pebble feels smooth in my hand, a reminder that even broken things can find a place in the story. I secure the guitar with care and start to play, improvising with the remaining strings. The sound is different but still resonates, a testament to resilience. Each note rises in the evening air, weaving into the urban symphony. Transforming the ordinary into sacred, I find peace in the imperfection, a metaphor of God's grace in my life. The music flows through me, a living prayer, an offering to the one who sees the unseen. As the night deepens, the lamps along the river begin to flicker on, casting a warm glow, their light shimmering on the water's surface. People pause to listen, some nod in appreciation, and for the first time I see myself not as a performer but as a vessel for this light. This music, a small crowd gathers, drawn not by spectacle but by the quiet miracle of music remade. I see hope in their eyes, and I realize in this sacred moment, heaven has touched earth.
Shepherd of my soul, guide my steps with your wisdom. Grant me the courage to face the brokenness with faith as I strive